I think we need to think back in time about how women communicate. Blogging is a way to communicate with somebody who doesn't live next to you or isn't in your same neighborhood. When I was a young mother, we spent time on the phone a lot. I remember calling a friend or a sister and saying, help me clean my house. And then we'd talk while we cleaned. And then we'd say, thanks, my house is clean. And we'd hang up. Women have always connected to each other. In the days of ancient scripture, they'd gather at the well and they'd exchange information, opinions, and ideas. Martha Washington spent 2 or 3 hours a day writing letters. And that journaling and writing letters was part of the daily life of a woman in her day who had the means and the time to spend that. So she made a lot of connections in writing in those ways. But the need to communicate is not new. My mother's day, they'd go out in the backyard, hang up their laundry, and share information over the back fence. So again, it's the principles behind this. How much time is it taking? I just read a study that said young mothers are spending about 3 hours a day blogging because it makes them feel more connected and less isolated as they're making this transition between being an independent person to being a mother. 3 hours, I don't know, is that too long to spend away from your family and your children and what's happening? Are you doing that to the neglect of fixing dinner and nurturing people and putting children down for naps? They're just like watching TV shows can draw you in one after another. So can a blog draw you in one after another. Some people might need to set timers and say, I'll spend a half an hour on my blog. When the timer goes off, I'm finished. Or I can do 10 minutes. Or I can invest this much. This is my one day this week. I'm going to work on this. But again, it isn't the blog per se that is the problem. Women have always needed to do this kind of thing. It's a new medium. So how are you using that time? What's it doing to invite the Spirit?